Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i nabiyyina Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin amma ba'd. Fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, today we are again together to understand the beautiful language of the beautiful book of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. May Allah accept it from us and may Allah make it easy for us. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. Okay, so we had done this, the type of ism, but I'm just revising again with you so that we can connect it to the next lesson. So in the type, we have common noun and proper noun, right? You have done it already, just revising. Words are assumed to be common unless it can be proven that they are proper. So it means we'll try to recognize proper nouns. If we can't recognize them as proper, it means they will be common, okay? Like in the case of gender, we understood that all nouns will be considered as masculine until or unless we recognize them as feminine, right? So same here, we will try to recognize proper nouns, otherwise they will be common nouns. So there are 7 categories of proper noun in Arabic, 7 categories. Number 1, with alif lam, right? Words with alif lam. For example, if it is kitabun, I had written already, but I'm just revising again with you. If it is kitabun, okay, means a book, any book. Kitabun, a book. Okay. But this is a common noun, right? Any kitab, any book. But if I add alif lam, it becomes al-kitabu. Okay? And then remember, if it is alif lam added, then it cannot be double haraka. It will be only single haraka. Al-kitabu. Okay? So it will become proper noun. So this means the word with alif lam, right? Word with al is always a proper noun. And then it cannot take a tanween. It cannot take double haraka. It will be light. Okay. So al-kitabu, example, word with alif lam, it's a proper noun. Now proper names, the names of persons. An example is if I say boy, if I say boy, in English, right? It is a common noun. It could be any boy. But if I say Muhammad, it's a special boy. I'm talking somebody's name. So it's a, yani every name is a special name. Ibrahim, it's a special name, right? Fatima, it's a special name. So boy, girl, these are common noun. But Muhammad, Zainab, they are proper nouns. In Arabic, it is written waladun, right? Waladun means any boy. Okay? So, but the name, proper names like Muhammad, Zainab, Pakistan, they are common, proper nouns. Okay? Then third is the one being called, yani it is called munada. Nida is Arabic word. Nida. Nida lagana, matlab आवाज लगाना, बुलाना. When you are calling somebody, okay? I'm saying, oh boy, listen to me. Oh boy, yeah. In Arabic we say yeah. ठीक है? या लगा के मुनादा मतलब जब आप किसी को बुला रहे हैं तो that person also becomes proper. ठीक है? Okay. After that, all pronouns are proper noun. Yani in Arabic the pronouns are huwa, hiya, anta, ana, right? I means ana in Arabic, ana. You, anta, or anti for female. So all these, because it's not common. I'm saying you tell me. So I mean you are special, you are not anyone. We, hum, right? So all proper nouns, just remember, all pronouns are proper nouns. Similarly, all pointer words are proper noun. Pointers like this, that, these, those in English, but in Arabic it is haza, hadihi, zalika. They will come in the next slides also, inshallah. So all these pointers will be proper noun. الذي اسم موصول, connectors, they are called connectors words, connector words such as الذي, wo jo, the one who, right? These three things have full tables. So I'll explain you the tables in the next slide. So they are proper nouns. All these are proper nouns. Let me clear. And then last is mudaf ila. Mudaf, if mudaf ilay is proper noun, that I'll explain you in the next slide, inshallah. So we have basis on the base of these, we have fragments. What does fragment mean? I told you, um, fragment is a kind of phrase. In other words, you can say it's a phrase, and that's incomplete thought, right? Phrase, incomplete thought, which does not give complete sense. For example, if I say the good boy, so what happened to the good boy? You can't make out full sense. What does it mean, good boy? But if I say he is a good boy, so it is a sentence, right? It is a sentence and it gives a complete thought or complete meaning. So in other words, the complete thought or complete meaning is yani sentence is another thing. And if that sentence does not give full sense, it is a fragment or a phrase, right? So different words make fragments or the sentences. So here are few types of fragments. Okay, inshallah, you will be able to, after knowing these, you will be able to recognize fragments, okay, and what kind of fragment they are. So there are different kinds of fragment. Number one, ibafa. This is, and the fragments in Arabic is because you might be studying any grammar book, any other book for grammar. So in Arabic or maybe in Urdu or Arabic, so you need to know the Arabic terms also. So fragments matlab murakkabat. Okay, if you will study any other book in Urdu or in Arabic, the term will be murakkabat. Okay, murakkabat, fragments. So idafa, murakkabe idafi. Murakkabe idafi. Idafi is written like this. Idafi. Murakkabe idafi. Okay, and that shows possession. There will be a noun plus there will be a noun, okay? And these two will make murakkabe idafi. We'll study inshallah in the next slides. The examples will be there. Then harf of jar, then harf of nasb, mawsuf sifa, that will be murakkabe tawsifi. Ismul ishara, that will be murakkabe ishari, like that. Murakkabe jari, like that, okay, inshallah. If you don't remember the terms, that's fine, completely fine. Our purpose is not to recognize the terms, our purpose is to understand how to translate them, inshallah. Okay, so in the types of fragment, the first they have given, okay, sifa mausuf again has come. Sifa mausuf means, mausuf sifa means, mausuf will be a noun and sifa will be an adjective. Okay, adjective and noun together they will make murakkabe tawsifi, mausuf sifa we call them. Murakkabe dafi I already told you, harf of jar also. Okay, so Mosuf Sifawi, we started this in the previous class. I remember we have done till here also. So noun, any noun, if it has adjective next to it, it will be, adjective is called sifa in Arabic and noun is called Mosuf, right? Yani that noun which has an adjective, that noun is called Mosuf and that adjective is called sifa in Arabic. Okay. and the 4 properties should match. For Mawsoof Sifa, 4 properties should match. I'll give you an example and then you will be able to understand better. Um, for example, waladun, as I have given you the example before, waladun, right? Waladun means boy. Waladun, boy. And if I say waladun solihun, righteous boy, solihun, right? Waladun salihun. This is a mawsoof sifa. Okay. And you see, in when I speak in English, I say righteous boy. So Salih's translation I do first. Okay. I do first the Salih's translation. I say chalo, right, instead of righteous, you can say good boy. Easy, easy translation. Okay. Good boy. So in English, और उर्दू में हम कहते हैं अच्छा लड़का, ठीक है। तो वो जो सिफा है, दिस इज सिफा, ठीक है। वो पहले आ रही है, अरेबिक में बाद में आ रही है, बट इंग्लिश में पहले आ रही है, गुड। और वलदुन, बॉय। तो इंग्लिश हम इधर से पढ़ते हैं, ठीक है, और अरेबिक हम इधर से पढ़ते हैं। तो वलदुन सालिहुन पहले हम मौसूफ बोलते हैं अरेबिक में, वलदुन इज मौसूफ, क्योंकि इसकी सिफा बयान हो रही है, इसकी एडजेक्टिव है। वलदुन मौसूफ, इट्स अ नाउन who has an adjective, and adjective is called sifa. Adjective is called sifa. This is adjective and this is sifa. Okay, so here this is adjective, ठीक है। Okay, so all 4 properties should match of whose property? Of sifa and mausoof. Of sifa and mausoof, all 4 properties. What are the 4 properties? Number 1, its status. So how do we tell status? By looking at fatha, kasra, dhamma. Remember? So double tanween, yani this dhamma is halat rafa, the status of rafa. So if mausoof in the status of rafa, uh, sifa also should be in the status of rafa. Yani it is waladun, so it should be salihun. It cannot be salihin or salihan. It should be same harakat. It should be same gender. Yani if it is a male noun, this also should be, sifa also should be male. Okay, so gender should match. Number 3, a number should match. If this is singular, waladun is singular, then salihun also should be singular. Number should match. And then type should match. If waladun is a common noun, then salihun also should be common noun, right? So with tanween, with double dhamma, it is a common noun. So salihun also with double dhamma is a common noun, right? So 4 properties, yani type, status, gender, and number should match for mawsoof and sifa. Okay. And yeah, distance is allowed. Yani it's possible that maybe waladun, after waladun there is another word and then sifa comes. It's fine. It may happen. Mostly they will be together, waladun salihun, like this. But sometimes if there is another word in between, it's fine. It can be allowed. It can happen. Okay. So this is given mawsoof, yani before adjective. Yeah, I told you mawsoof comes before sifa, yani noun comes and then adjective comes. Okay. And another attribute, one noun, yani one mawsoof can have multiple adjectives, multiple sifas. Okay, so these were some rules for mawsoof sifa. We'll move next. This is called murakkabe tawsifi. Okay, murakkabe tawsifi. Just give me a minute. Okay, so I hope we are done with Mawsoof Sifa, right? This is called Murakkabe Tawsifi, right? As I said, it's a fragment. So it is called Murakkabe Tawsifi. Okay, we'll move to the next. That is Idafa. This is extremely important. Okay, because many times it happens in the Quran. So it will be easy for you to read the meaning if you understand it well. Idafa, sorry, just a minute. Usually shows off or possession. Yani it belongs to, for example, uh, uh, um, I'll give you a very easy example which you can always remember and relate. Okay, I say Kitabullahi, right? We are trying to understand Arabic so that we can understand Quran, right? That is the book of Allah. So this is Kitab. Kitab means book. Okay, Kitab means book. Allah means it's the name of God, right? Allah, Kitabullahi. It is always like this, Kitabullahi. Okay, the book of Allah. Again, Kitabullahi, the book of Allah. Here we read this is this is mudaf. Mudaf, idafa, murakkabi idafi will have two components. These all fragments will have two components. Yani, okay, murakkabi tawsifi, the first fragment or phrase had mawsoof and sifa. What were the two components of murakkabi tawsifi? Mawsoof and sifa, right? Mawsoof, any noun, and sifa, its adjective, right? So this is called murakkabi tawsifi. Mawsoof Sifa. That was fragment number 1. Now fragment number 2, Murakkabe Idafi. Idafi is written like this in Arabic. Alif, Wad, Alif, Murakkabe Idafi. Okay, Murakkabe Idafi, Idafa. It also will have two components, like Mawsoof Sifa for Murakkabe Tawsifi had two components. This will also have two components. What are those two components? Mudaf and Mudaf ilayhi. Mudaf and Mudaf ilayhi. Okay. So as in there, Mawsoof was coming first and then Sifa was coming, then adjective was coming. Here, Mudaf will be coming first and Mudaf ilayhi will be next. This is mudaf. This is kitab is mudaf. Allah, the word Allah here is mudaf ilayhi. Ilayhi matlab towards it. Okay. So kitabullahi. This mudaf ilayhi will always be in halate jar. Right? Always will be in halate jar. Mudaf ilayhi will always be in halate jar, and mudaf, the attribute of mudaf ilayhi, that it is always in halat jar, and attributes of mudaf is that it can never have alif lam. See, for mudaf, alif lam is cut. There can never be alif lam for mudaf. It can never be al-kitabullahi. Remember, it can never be al-kitabullahi. Or it can never be kitabun Allahi. This also can never happen. Okay. Kitabun Allahi. No. Never it will be like this. Or Al Kitabullahi. Never it will be like this. I hope it's clear. So there are two attributes of mudaf. This noun which is coming as mudaf, it has two attributes. It will never be with alif lam. It will never be heavy. What does heavy mean? There will be no un sound. Okay, or if for example muslimuna, है ना, muslimuna. So if it is muslimuna is coming as mudaf, this noon will be dropped. Remember, this way we make it light. Muslimuna is heavy and muslimu is light, so we will make it light. So mudaf is always light. No tanween, no noon sound, and no alif lam. Okay, so that is mudaf. And mudaf ilayhi always in halate jar. So mudaf and mudaf ilayh makes murakkabe idafi. And the translation is the book of Allah. Kitabullahi, book of Allah. Okay, so off words, the translation comes with off. And it never comes with distance. As for Mawsuf Sifa, I was telling you that it can take distance. There will be any Mawsuf and there is Sifa, can be in between any other word. But for Mudaf and Mudaf ilayhi, there can be no distance. They are always together. Like this picture you can remember for Mudaf because it shows possession, it shows relation. Okay, this belongs to this. The book belongs to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So it has no distance. This beautiful mother and child's picture you can remember for Murakkabe Idafi. Idafi means relation and possession. So mother and child relation you can remember. Okay, the type of yeah, just leave this. The type of mudaf you can skip right now. Um, okay, quickly I'll tell you this. Um, Sometimes three basic kinds of idafa. Number one, like with the possession, like in the translation of translation. For example, Imamul Masjidi. Remember, I was just telling you that how this mudaf ilayhi always will have a kasra. It will be always in halat jar. Remember, mudaf ilayhi will always be in halat jar. So it cannot be Imamul Masjida or Imamul Masjidu. No, it can never be like this. It will always be Imamul Masjidi, kasra, halat jar, if it is mudaf ilayhi. So Masjidi is mudaf ilayhi, Imam is mudaf. So how will be the translation? The Imam of Masjid, Imam of the Masjid. This is the translation, and that will help you, okay, how you will translate. So it shows possession. It cannot be al-imamu, right? Or imamun. I explained you already. It cannot be with alif lam. Mudaf. This is the first noun. It cannot be with alif lam. It cannot be with tanween. Okay, that's why it is imamul. This can have alif lam, but this cannot. The first noun cannot. Okay, so this type of phrase where the translation of comes, Imamul Masjidi. This is one kind. The Imam belongs to this masjid. That's what it means. Or this masjid belongs to this Imam. Okay. Second is number two, pronouns attached to an ism. For example, the pronouns also, I'll tell you the table. They are coming in the next slides. The pronouns are coming attached pronoun. This who is a pronoun. This small who is a pronoun. Okay, so it is if it is attached with an ism. Bait, bait is an ism. That means home. Baituhu, his home. So then also shows possession because idafa always is showing possession. Okay, so Baituhu, his home, Kitabuhu, his book, Kitabuna, our book. So when you are able to recognize pronouns, then you will say, oh, they are attached to a noun. So that shows relation. So when a pronoun is attached to a noun, it shows possession. You can note it down. Whenever a pronoun is attached to a noun, it shows possession, it shows relation. Okay. Uh, Third is special mudafs, right? They are special mudaf, and special mudaf will be of further two types. I'll explain you in the next slide. Special mudaf, they are of two types. There are some words which use as mudaf and the next noun after them becomes mudaf ilayhi like ladun, ghair, ay. Ladun, specially from, yani if you read Surah Kahf every Friday, it says min ladunni or min ladunna, min ladunna. Ladun means specially from us. Min ladunka, rahmatam min ladunka. That comes in Surah Kahf. So min ladun, from, especially from ka you. In Surah Kahf, it is attached ka here. So it ka, ladunka, min ladunka. Rahmatam min ladunka. Mercy specially from you. Ka means you. That is the translation, okay? So they comes as mudaf. Ghair, ayj, ba'd, some of, doon, kul. These are few words which come as mudaf, and the noun after them will be mudaf ilayhi, okay? Inshallah, in Quran, when we will read them, we'll get practice. For example, and why we need to understand this. So whenever kul will come, for example, kulla shay'in or kullu shay, everything. So that shay will always be in halate jar, because this will become mudaf ilayhi. Okay? If this is coming as mudaf, this will be mudaf ilayhi, whatever noun comes here. Kullu insin, for example. Kullu ke baad, after kullu, it comes insin. So it will be with kasra. That what it means, okay? It will be in halate jar. Halate jar shows with kasra. Okay? Okay. So inshallah, in the coming slides, when we'll practice in the Quran, then you will be able to remember it also. Okay. So extra special mudaf. That was special mudaf with few separate words like ay, ladun, kul, bab, etc. Right? They are the special mudaf, and these are extra special mudaf. What does it mean? Uh, you may know them in English by the name of um, adverbs. Adverb of time and adverb of space. I'm sure you know them, right? Adverbs of time and adverb of space. What does it mean? What does adverb mean? Adverb mean how a verb is happening or where a verb is happening. Okay. So time plus zarf will be murakkabe idafi, or any location, any space plus noun will be murakkabe idafi, right? We'll go in further detail looking at the examples. Okay, now these are the examples of uh, space, right? Time and space, adverb of time. So fauqa. It's a space, it's a place where you are telling me where it is. You say above it, or ala even, ba'da, where, after, right? Khalfa, behind, wara'a, beyond, quddamun, right in front. So these nouns are actually telling the position or uh, yeah, position where a thing is lying, or location or space, okay? Where it is kept, behind this, right? We say it like that, no? Behind or in front of it, or in between the books. Just check in between the books, or check in the shelves, like between, bain, in the, by. It is by the wall, by any side, by, beside, right? Or with or at. Ma'a, with. Where is he? He is with Ahmed, like that, okay? So all these nouns are used as mudaf, okay? And the words, the nouns which come after them will be mudaf ilayhi, always will be in halat jar, okay? For example, if I say, where is your house? So you will say, in front of Ahmed's house, right? So Imam al-Bayti, Ahmed, in front of Ahmed's house, like that. Uh, the yeah, so these, right? These are the same written in this way, okay, in the table form. Okay, so these are fawqa, qabla. Acha, qabla is the adverb of time, right? When will you come? For example, if I ask, when will you come? You will tell me before Maghrib prayer, right? You will say me like that, before Maghrib. So you are telling me time. So in Arabic, it will be qabla al-maghribi. Okay, if you want to say it in Arabic, you will say qabla maghribi. Just let me, yeah. قبل المغرب. It will be with, why? Because this is coming as maghrib. It is coming as mudaf. So if it is mudaf, then maghrib is mudaf ilayhi. Okay. So this will come be with kasra. Always mudaf ilayhi is in kasra. Okay. قبل المغرب, before maghrib. So this is adverb of time. Okay. Where you kept the book. For example, if I ask where you kept the book, you will say under the table, below the table. Tahta means under. So tahta al-maktabi. Maktab means table. So you will say tahta al-maktabi. For example, tahta al-maktabi. This always has to be in kasra. Under the table. Okay. When will you eat your dinner? After maghrib. بعد المغرب. بعد. After. So this is also adverb of time. Okay. I hope it's clear. Inshallah, we'll move to the next so that we can cover a little more today. Okay. Harf of jar. That we already did. है ना? Kitabullah. The example I had given you, I'll tell you just a minute. The example which I had written before, Kitabullahi, okay, the book of Allah. Kitabullahi, the book of Allah. Similarly, you can Kitabullahi. Kitabullahi, the book of Allah. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, and then, sorry, this is harf of jar. This is the next fragment started. I'm so sorry. I thought it is the previous one. Just a minute. It is the next fragment started. That is that relationship were murakkabe idafi. Now this is murakkabe ishari. Sorry, murakkabe jari. I don't know what happened to me. Murakkabe jari. Jar, from jar, it is murakkabe jari. Okay? Fragment murakkabe jari. Okay. So there are few harf of jar. When they come, and after that they are followed by a noun that becomes murakkabe jari, the phrase of harf of jar. We'll see the example in the next slide. And that makes the ism after it jar. Okay, like jar status ism, there will be an ism, and before that there will be a harf of jar will be there, and then there will be an ism. So it will become that ism will be in the status of jar. It will make it in the status of jar, and there also no distance is allowed. It will be together. And what are harf of jar? These are few examples. Be, and you see it comes in the Bismillahi. If I explain you, Bismillah, B, this letter B is coming. The first example is B. Okay, B. And I'm giving you the example of which we say every time. We say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, right? So Bism, B, Ism. Alif has been skipped and only seen meme is left. Bismillahi. So it is not Bisma. No, it is not Bismu. No, it is Bismi. Because this is status of jar. Kasra is always is a sign of status of jar. Okay? So this ism, this due to this ba, it is in the status of jar. Bismi, right? With the name. This may be means with, and ism means name. Okay? So we say with the name. Okay, and then it is Allah, Bismillahi. Do we say like this? Bismillahi. Oh, so what is this? This also has a kasra, and we were just, trying to recognize that when there is a noun with kasra and there is a noun before, so this noun is in halat jar, this will be murakkabe idafi. So from here to here, Ismillahi. These two are murakkabe idafi. They show possession. Whenever you see a noun, and after that there is another noun in the state of jar, they are always um, murakkabe idafi, that shows possession. And how you translate them? Of Allah, name of Allah. Bismillahi. Yani B means with, that's a harf of jar. So this meme took kasra. Let me change the color so that I can make it prominent. Okay, okay, this kasra has come due to this B. Okay, so these, kasra is a status of jar. Kasra show the status of jar. So these are huruf jar. B. Billahi, tallahi, kallahi, lillahi. This is li. Lillahi, wallahi, minallahi. So these are huruf which will give the status of jar to its next noun. Whoever is the next noun will be in the status of jar. That's why they are called huruf of jar. Okay, so example I'm giving you here, bismi. Why this meme has taken a kasra, jar? Because this is B, bismillahi. Acha, now why this has taken a kasra, the name of Allah? Because this has become murakkabe idafi. And the translation will be of Allah, name of Allah. So this is actually double fragment. First, from bismi is a fragment of jar, harf of jar, bismi, these two. And then ismillahi is a fragment of idafa, murakkabe idafi. I hope it's clear. If there is any question, you can ask me, please. Is there any question? Feel free to ask me. You can write in the chat. You can turn your mic on and ask me. It's clear, alhamdulillah. Okay, great. Okay, so these are huruf jar. I'll send you its a list also. Total 11 huruf jar are used in Quran. So 6 are here. Okay, there are few more. Fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. These are total 11 huruf jar. Whenever you will see these huruf, the noun after them always will be with kasra in halat jar, okay? And they have their meanings also. So not only you need to know what are these, you will just remember their meanings also. Be with, ta is to swear. If I say tallahi, it means I swear by Allah. Tallahi, swear by Allah, okay? And it is only used for swearing on Allah. Ka means like. We can't say kallahi because there is nothing like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can say kal waradi, like rose. Kal bardi, like kal salji, uh, ice. Ka means like, okay? Lillahi, for Allah, for sake of Allah, for Allah's sake, lillahi. Wallahi, it's an oath, right? Kakhalkillahi, like the creation of Allah. Yeah, you can say like that. Okay, min, from, right? Min Allahi, from Allah. The next fis samai. It cannot be fis sama'u, fis sama'a. No, it's wrong because fi is harf of jar. So fis samai. It will be with jar, with kasra. In and about. An, about or away from. It shows a distance, away, or it means about, and it means from also, and from. Ala, on, upon, against. Against is very rare use. Mostly it is on or upon. Just we say na assalamu alaykum, alayhi, we use there ala. So upon, peace be upon you. Hatta, until, and ila, to or towards. Ilal madrasati, Ila al-madrasati, towards school, to school. I'm going to school, right? Ila. So these are 11 harf of jar, 11 huruf of jar, and the noun after them always will be in halate jar, in status of jar. Okay, so there are few pronouns which are used as harf of jar also. One is ka. We were just looking at ka. Ka is harf of jar. Okay? Please, I hope you have taken pen and copy with you, pen and notebook with you to note down. Very, very, very important point to note down. Ka is a harf of jar also. Ka is a pronoun also. So how will you recognize that ka is coming as a harf of jar or as a pronoun? Okay, so very easy. If it is attached in the end of a word, it is always a pronoun. Okay, you can see here. If it is attached, just a minute. If it is attached in the end of the word, like Rabb, so Rabbuka, this ka is attached in the end. Okay, so this is a pronoun. Ka means you, your. So Rabbuka, your Lord, it means. But if it is attached in the beginning, then it is harf of jar. Okay, كعصف مأكول. Then it means like the broken kama in like water, like. Ka means like. If it is in the beginning, because it comes in the beginning and then it gives a jar to the next noun. ठीक है ना? So this comes in the beginning, then it is harf of jar, the ka. But if it comes in the end, so this is attached pronoun. Pronouns always attached in the end. Rabbuka, your Lord. This ka means your. Okay? This ka means your, it's a pronoun. And this ka means like. It's a harf of jar. Okay, so from here, where they are placing, we can recognize is it harf of jar or is it pronoun? Okay, the next is la. These are also la comes as yeah, this is harf jar only. Lakum lirasuli. If it is la is coming with the pronoun, it always comes with fatha la. But if it comes with normal nouns, it comes like li. Okay, lillahi, li rasuli, li kitabi, li ummi, right? Li with normal nouns. But if it comes with pronoun, then it comes like la instead of li. Okay. So we can skip it little. Huh. So wow also come as connector sometimes. Wa means and. Normally you must have heard that wa means and. Okay. So how can you recognize that this wa is for and this wa is for is as harf of jar? Okay. Uh, for example, if it is wallahu, wallahu khabirum bima ta'malun, for example, wallahu, ठीक है, wallahu, wow, wow, and after that it's a dhamma or it's a fatha, for example, right? So this will be and. This wow means and. If the next noun has a dhamma, mostly it will be a dhamma or fatha. But if it has a kasra, there is a wow and the next noun has a kasra, then always it is a harf of jar, because that's why this is giving jar, na? Harf of jar means jar is kasra status, right? So this wow has given the status of kasra, that's why this is harf of jar. And here, if it is harf of jar, it is an oath, right? Wallahi, Allah की कसम, मैं अल्लाह की कसम खा के आपको बताती हूँ कि ये इस तरह से है. It's an oath. Wal asri, by the time, by the fleeting passage of time. Watini, by the pig. Wal asri, by the time, right? Wal fajri, by the fajr. फजर की कसम, तो फिर वो उसका मतलब होगा oath. Vow is an oath. Vow is used an oath. If the next noun is with kasra, फिर वो harf of jar होगा and it has a meaning like an oath. But if it is otherwise, then it means and. It's a connector. It's a normal connector then, and it means. Wow. I hope it's clear. Okay. This is just an general information. These two harf of jar, if they join with ma, so then noon is skipped. An or ma, so it becomes amma, and min or ma, it becomes mimma. Okay, so this is information. This noon is skipped. Yeah, this is one other information. I already told you. Ila ala. We said these are two harf jar. So if it is separate, we read it separately, then it is pronounced as a sound. Okay, a sound. For example, just let me write it for you. We pronounce it ila, right? We pronounce it like this, ila. This ya is not pronounced. In written, it is ya. Ala. In written, this is ya. है ना? But in pronunciation, we always say it ala and ila. ठीक है? But when they are separate, then they are pronounced like this. If they are joined with another noun, pronoun, or anything, then they take this. We say that short form of ya is this way. If you want to write ya in short form, you will write this way, just a cog and two dots under it. Ilai, like, and then we pronounce ilai, and then ka is joined with this. Okay, so you understood? If it is separate, it is pronounced as ila. But when you have to join it with something, it will be ya like this, written like this with two dots, and sound will be ilai. Then ka or kum or na, ilaina, ilaika, ilaikum, ilaihi, whatever, right? You can join with this, but sound will be ilai. Similarly, ala, but when it has to be joined with the pronoun, it will be alaihi, alaikum, alaina, alaiha, like this. Okay, so that was just an information about harf of jar, ala and ila. I hope it's enough for today. What do you say? Shall we stop here? Yes. One thumbs up has come. It means yes, we should stop here. Yes. Okay, so you must have seen there is a lot to understand. There is a lot to revise. Okay, so please I'll give you some other assignment also, and we have tomorrow also we have class. So this is a summer break, and please utilize this time to learn this beautiful language. Maybe you don't get time in the regular school days, okay? So just put in your maximum effort to understand this beautiful language. And maybe now you are overwhelming that it's too much, but when we will be confident on it, it will be very easy for us, inshallah. Okay, and revision makes a man, practice makes a man perfect, inshallah. So I'll a little bit homework today also, I will send you right now, okay, for practice. ठीक है, चलें. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. آمين يا رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.